Patrol summary. Location, Yosemite National Park. Upper Yosemite Falls Trail, North Spur. Conducted a routine early morning sweep along the Upper Falls perimeter, focusing on an unauthorized access zone near the North Spur. Closure signs were placed last season after spring. Runoff destabilized the trail. It's no longer marked on public maps, but word still gets around. There's always someone chasing a better view or looking to camp beyond the boundary. I came across signs of trespass near the overlook, about 120 yards past the closure line. 2 boot prints, one larger, the other lighter. Could have been a woman or a teenager. Found a cold fire ring, stones, ash, some charred pine needles. Looked fresh, dry, no embers. Probably left less than 18 hours ago. Tent prints nearby. One appeared to have been cleanly packed up. The other looked torn down quickly, like whoever was inside left in a hurry. There was no gear, no food waste, no trash. Nothing that would indicate a long stay. But the area felt disturbed in a way that didn't sit right. Not damaged, just wrong. Notable observations. 15 feet from the fire ring, I spotted a torn piece of denim snagged on a branch at shoulder height. Frayed, not cut. The rip looked like it had been pulled forcefully, not sliced or worn down. Nearby, a downed tree trunk had 5 distinct claw marks across its surface. The spacing was irregular, too wide for a mountain lion, too sharp and jagged to be bare. The gouges were deep and uneven, like something dragged across the bark low to the ground with unnatural pressure. At 5:52, while documenting the area, I heard whispering. It wasn't the wind. The air was dead still. The sound was low and overlapping, like 2 voices speaking at once. One male, the other possibly female. It lasted 4 seconds, maybe 5, then it stopped. I removed my hat and stood quiet, listening. There was nothing. No breeze, no bird song. The entire area had gone silent. Trail cam deployment. Installed a motion-triggered infrared trail camera on a pine about 50 yards southwest of the site, set to capture stills and low-resolution night video. The site was reported to Central Dispatch as a Level 2 unlawful access incident. I plan to return in 72 hours to retrieve footage and reassess. Additional findings. Roughly 30 feet beyond the gully, I came across a small cairn. 7 stones, neatly stacked, perfectly balanced. The formation didn't appear natural. No animal could have assembled it that precisely. Just beside it was a ring of scorched grass about 3 feet wide, a burn pattern, but without any visible debris, ash, or fire remnants. There were no signs of a lightning strike, no tree damage. The circle was too clean, too contained. I could find no natural explanation for it. Cross-referencing history. Back at base, I pulled archived incident reports related to this region. 4 disappearances have been recorded in the Upper Falls area over the last 25 years. 2 hikers presumed to have fallen, 1 confirmed fatality. The 4th, a solo backpacker, was never recovered. Last GPS ping placed him less than a quarter mile from the fire ring I found this morning. His case file includes a voicemail he sent by accident the night he vanished. Most of it is static and wind noise, but near the end, just barely audible, a voice speaks his name. Some dismissed it as interference or coincidence. I'm not so sure anymore. Wildlife report. No physical signs of wildlife presence. No tracks, no scat, no visible birds or small animals. That part of the ridge is usually active by sunrise. Songbirds, squirrels, even the occasional deer. Today, it was completely still. An unusual lack of activity, even for early hours. I stayed longer than usual to confirm. Nothing. The quiet didn't feel natural. It felt like the place was waiting. Final thoughts. Off record. After this many years in the field, you get to know the rhythm of the forest. When something changes, even subtly, you feel it. The air was wrong this morning. Thick, heavy. The kind of stillness that swallows your footsteps, the kind that makes sound feel like it can't carry more than a few feet. The whisper I heard wasn't carried in on the wind. It felt like it came from the trees themselves, not through them. It was more like it came from them. It didn't feel hostile, but it didn't feel indifferent either. It felt aware, like it was studying me, mimicking, testing. Maybe it's just nerves. Maybe I was alone too long, let the silence play tricks on me. But I've hiked this trail in fog, storms, and after dark. I've never once felt what I felt today. I didn't linger, took my notes, marked coordinates, and left the site, but the quiet didn't break. It followed me for nearly a mile before I heard the first bird. Even then, it sounded wrong, distant, faint, like it was further away than it should have been. I'll return in 3 days with backup, another ranger, and 2 more cameras. I want eyes on this place from every angle. Something's up there. I don't know what it is yet, but I don't think it's finished. Whatever it is, it doesn't need to chase anyone. It just waits patiently. End of log.